want to eat healthier, but always not so easy to do, is it?
Especially true when you're on the road for business or vacation. Dr. Max Gomez here now to tell us about some common diet destroyers. Doc.
That's right, Maurice and Christine. You know, almost everyone knows what healthy food choices they should make. But what you think you know about healthy eating and the reality can be very different. Here's some surprising food facts for when you're on the go and at home. Okay, you know you should eat more fresh fruits and veggies, and pretty much anything you eat or drink should be done in moderation. But beyond that, a lot of what we know about healthy eating may not be exactly right. So we took to the streets to see what New Yorkers know. First, supposedly easy one, a hamburger or a deli meat sandwich.
Avoid the deli meat sandwich.
While most people think of red meat as bad, turns out lunch meats are loaded with salt and nitrates.
When we look at processed meat, so this would be your deli hams, etc., we find a clear correlation with the consumption of that and development of cardiovascular disease, with diabetes, with increased mortality.
Dr. Michael Fenster, author of The Fallacy of the Calorie, says the most important thing is to eat fresh, real food to stay healthy, which can lead to some surprising choices, like whether you should choose low-fat diet salad dressing versus the full-fat version.
The full-fat dressing in moderation.
Good choice, especially the part about moderation. The downside of diet dressings?
They can be very high in the omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids, which can push our body to a pro-inflammatory state.
Then there's salt. Should we salt our food or drop the salt shaker?
I do like salt a lot.
Turns out that's not as bad as you think. The salt you shake on your food accounts for only about 5% of your total sodium intake. The vast majority of it comes from processed foods. That's what you need to avoid. And finally, what about diet drinks? Better than full sugar drinks? Turns out diet drinks affect us in surprising ways.
Those artificial sweeteners can also impact all the 100 trillion bacteria that live in our gut, and we see it associated with the development of things like glucose intolerance, which leads to diabetes and metabolic syndrome.
But full sugar drinks are no bargain either if you're drinking quarts of it every day. Water's a better choice. Energy snack bars are also great on the go, but they're often loaded with sugar and gluten. Read the label. Bottom line is, go for real food. Maurice?
Stuff that came out of the ground, basically.
Say again?
Stuff that came out of the ground?
The healthy
Stuff that came out of the ground. Healthy, real food, not the processed, not the stuff that's cooked up a lot.
Okay. Thanks, Doc.